Hello, I'm Drew. This is my little game Snek. I made it to show off a little tutorial I made for a game kind of a little concept. You can see that in the game, you go to the right, little yellow messages will pop up telling you what to do. So it tells you to jump over a pit of lava, swing your sword to open a door, then you kill 3 little Sneks. Go to the final room, the message tells you to kill the big Snek, or to go for the heads. You who defeat the big Snek by hitting its head until it runs out of body parts, and then you find out that one of the Snek heads bugged out. But other than that, it's supposed to be just a real simple tutorial trying out how, like exploring tutorial design. But then, to see how horribly wrong it could go, I gave it to each of my family members with different experiences of games and asked them to play through it. This is my mom. She has no experiences with games, to the point where she didn't even know what WASD was. I had to tell her, but she eventually got it once I told her. She swung her sword at the yellow thing, thinking that it was an enemy. I didn't expect this. I thought since it was giving her a little message, and because it was yellow, which is usually like a more peaceful color or nice color, that she wouldn't try to attack it. Then she falls into the lava pit, which again was a big failing on my part. For one thing, I thought the orange would be more clearly danger, but because of the low quality of the lava which I made, it was a fail. Also, the placement of the dot, which tells you to roll by pressing spacebar, was way too far to the left, so if you saw it right away, you would roll right into the lava. So I should have moved that to the right so it's closer to the lava. I also should have moved the yellow dot, which tells you to swing your sword, further to the right, because as you might swing your sword and not see that you open the door, so you don't see the cause and effect. Also, I did all the graphics, or drew everything for this myself, which definitely shows I'm not a very good artist. You can see the little silver splotch in this is my sister's, her playthrough now, or like the lighter gray area of the tile set, which was me having to go back and create tiles, which I forgot to make. Ella's big problem here, my sister, is that she has the instructions to run and a locked door in front of her. The problem is when she presses shift, she doesn't also choose the direction to sprint in, so she does a little backstep. And I assumed you would know from just playing other games that you have to hold shift while choosing a direction to sprint. And I added in as a little secret that you could do a little backstep if you just press it without doing anything. But that wasn't obvious, so I should have added into the instructions that you have to choose a direction to go into. But eventually she does get it. I had a little cut in there because I didn't want to show all her attempts, but she finally does figure out how to sprint by choosing a direction, and she runs into the Sneks, the little green enemies. And they are pretty simple the first time, and she gets to the big Snek. I had no intention for this boss to be at all hard, but I guess as people have different skill levels, I specifically said go for the head, and I thought that that would mean that you like stay away from the body. I thought it would be obvious that if you hit the body, you take damage, but my sister didn't realize that. I could try to incorporate that, or I could try to change the graphics so that the enemy's body parts are more clearly dangerous. Like I had the mouth for the big Snek. Also, I wanted to point out that the little Sneks can get stuck inside your body as a nether bug, which I need to fix, which can be alarming. And you can just move to get them out, but sometimes when one of my family members was playing, they would just freak out and not be able to do it. Now, here's my dad. He will have the same problem that my sister had, in that when he tries to figure out how to sprint, but he doesn't choose a direction, he will do a step back and fall into the lava, which means I should move the lava further away so you don't accidentally backstep into it while trying to sprint through the door. But other than that, he has more experience with games than either my sister or my mom, so he probably has the easiest time. And once he gets over accidentally backstepping into the lava, which I should have made more clear that you had to choose a direction, and I should have moved the lava pit further away. He has no problem with the Sneks. and he gets to the big guy. Here I want to talk about the yellow dots again. I wanted them to be a little like breadcrumb throughout the game, something that you can see he as like what you're going towards, or it's as a goal. And then for the final one, and I added a little red dot to give it more emphasis since it was going to be covered up by the boss Snek. But once you get to the right, there's nothing more you can do. So my dad finally touches it,